Hey. The breeze, Roy, what's up? Super secret test stream. Hey, 5 people within a minute? That's already an improvement. So, okay, hi, what's... Oh, God, Jesus. Hi, what's up? So I'm doing this in my room, and this is the first time I've attempted streaming in the room since... Oh God, like when I was streaming stuff like on Wii U and PS2 and all that stuff through Elgato. And if I can use either Elgato or OBS or something, Crash Hero, what's up? If I can go back to using that stuff eventually, because I want to try and get the computer compatible with all that stuff again, like to its utmost like quality or whatever, then I can start streaming stuff here. That's, you know, not just PS4 or PS5. And I love how we already have the internet connection quality is currently not sufficient, even though I've got the Ethernet cable plugged into my PS4 straight from my modem. So like, this is gonna be weird. I'm just trying to test stuff out and see if the connection is stable enough. We're not gonna do a very like long stream or anything. In fact, this was my top 10 MRC, which is mine. This is my personal save file. Then I got T10, which is my top 10. So this is what I used in my top 10 favorite Crash 4 levels video. Tape in Crash Compactor. And then this one was when I was dicking around with MSC. When we were first doing the streams when Crash 4 first came out. So I'm going to keep that save file because it's kind of sentimental until I eventually get tired of it. These two are pretty much interchangeable. I was just doing this one for fun. This one, I'm going to go ahead and delete this one. Destroy slot data. And we'll call it, fuck. Sure, why not? Abdul, Crutchero, Lee, Showron. Hi. Go to my car, what's up? I'm gonna get this for Switch. I'm thinking about doing that. No, actually, I did do that. Yeah, I pre-ordered mine too. I'm gonna upgrade to PS5, and then I also got the Switch version, so let's do this. The other reason why I'm doing this so early, way earlier than I usually do, is not just to test out the connection here in the room, but to also test how many people can join in earlier in the day as opposed to, for us, the afternoon, which is about 2 or 3 is when we usually stream with Miharu and all them. So right now, it's funny, my brother and my grandma went off to go get some snacks from a little store across the way. Little gas station near us. So they're doing that, and I'm just kind of home alone right now, but Victor will be, I don't know if he's going to join us. I mean, again, this is just a test stream, it won't go for too long. I'll probably just get to engine and then end it there. But we'll see if he wants to come and stop by and say hi, or maybe he'll frickin' join the stream, through the chat, because he likes to do that, despite being in the house with me. So we'll see what goes on with that. But yeah, so I was, Aaron showed me, what's it called? TubeBuddy? Which is a little browser extension that kind of helps you kind of moderate a lot of stuff. Like extra moderation for your YouTube account, I guess. And I had never heard of it until she tried it, and it's been helping her. So let's hope that gets patched out in the in the new version. So it's so easy to get that guy stuck. She had me install that browser extension, and so I've been using it every so often, and it can show you your analytics. I mean, it gives you faster access to your analytics, so you can just check stuff out within like a single click or whatever. What's up, Frederick? And according to the algorithm, or to the analytics or whatever, apparently it's a little more sufficient for me to stream stuff earlier in the day. Even if I don't stream here in my room like I'm doing right now, I can at least just gather up me and Vic, or I myself can just do more streams solo earlier in the day, even if they're back in the living room with the face cam and everything. But maybe you guys, because I don't know everyone's schedules, and I'm not going to really ask everyone's schedules, because I know everyone can't, who usually comes in, can't really make it. Right now we've got a pretty good, healthy little say roster, like it's a fucking fighting game. Roster of characters. Like a little healthy group of people here. Friends and viewers, I guess. I hate saying viewers. But, yeah, I'm not going for a whole bunch of crap. I'm just, running through the levels. Just, making sure the connection doesn't tank on me. We already got that insufficient quality, warning. I haven't seen that good old buddy of mine in quite a while. It's actually a good thing. I think it's because we're further from the, modem than we've been for the last, like, 3 or 4 or so years. We'll get to comments in a minute once I finish level 3. I need to, okay, hold on. I might need to set down the game audio as well. So it just, oh, did I not do that? Oh, that's my bad. Oh shit, I didn't. Okay, thanks for telling me. Oh lord. Normally I do that. I already thought that the setting, okay, yeah, that was my bad. Because I've been recording footage for Crash 4 for my upcoming video, and I don't necessarily need the audio up because it's my commentary with a bunch of footage from the game, but in case I do need game audio, especially for Spyro, because I was recording Spyro footage as well, I just left both games like up to their utmost, their highest volume and all that stuff, so I just didn't, that was my bad, but I fixed it, so we're good. Sorry if it was like, okay guys, and then, yeah, and the game's just fucking going. Yeah, I stream via PS4 lately just because my OBS is sketch and no face cam, need a 4K splitter too. For me, I think it was just the connection, because I was using Elgato for what I used to record footage. It also has, streaming, as you probably are aware of. So I tried that, and it was working for a while. If you go back to my earlier streams, or rather, I guess my earliest streams, you'll see that I was doing shit like the original Crash trilogy, all in a row. I was able to just take the disc out of my PS2 and pop the next one in. And then I was doing like Shantae on Wii U, and I was doing like Wario World on GameCube. I was doing like, and they were all straight from my consoles. So like, it was really good and varied for a long while, for about a year or so. And then just somewhere along the way, Elgato said, oops, we're gonna be stupid and we can't work no more in terms of streaming. So I was like, shit. And it wasn't until I got my PS4 and learned you could stream straight from the console that I said, okay, well now we can't possibly have any more problems. And then we've had a bunch of problems on PS4 and all that stuff. And even PS5 problems, because Balan Wonderworld's been giving us some weird vibes as well while trying to stream it. I still have not gotten into the full demo of Balan yet, because I've been wanting to stream it. And the 2 or so streams I attempted, one of them I attempted that was so bad I just deleted it off the channel. But the other 2, or other 1 or so, I was like, just leave it, whatever. I even made fun, I had some fun with it. In the thumbnail, I put the little bouncy boys in the thumbnail. So I had some fun with it. But, yeah, that's my situation right now. I do have Streamlabs OBS and regular OBS, but the both of them right now are not playing nicely with my computer, and Erin's been trying to help me with, getting settings configured and all that. She tried having me match her settings, and it still wasn't playing. I tried recording, like, a YouTube video or something, and it wasn't really, it was really sketchy. The audio was fine. The audio was perfect, actually. It was just a picture. The video itself was just really choppy, and not that it was low quality, but, it was just choppy, and it was like, well, fuck, I can't have this. It's not gonna work. So, you know. Ooh. I'm trying to figure all that stuff out. Get the fucking TNT. Okay. Did you change your network settings on the console from Wi-Fi to wired? Does it not do that automatically? I can do that right now. Hopefully it doesn't change anything. Ooh, maybe I should pause. Hold on. Okay. You're gonna see some bouncing boys for a minute, just because I'm going to change that. Yeah, it says connection method Wi-Fi. Set up internet connection. Okay, this might tank or even straight up stop the stream, so I'm not going to do it right now. But thanks for for letting me know, because I thought it just switched automatically. I thought it knew to be like, oh, you have a fucking Ethernet cable in your shit now. So I'll do that later. But I like this too because my computer, the reason why, if you guys didn't know, if I had never explained it before, which I'm sure I did in some stream a long time ago, that the reason why I allow, like, there's two reasons why I allow 2 to 3 minutes or so of just pure, like, okay, we're booting up the stream. It's because, number one, for some reason, I guess it's my connection, the stream kind of wigs out every so often, like it kind of like skips ahead, or, you know, it's kind of weird. And it does it the most in the first few minutes when we boot up our stream. So we don't talk or don't have anything going on, so that way we don't just immediately start the stream and go, hey guys, because we did at first, and then we noticed that a lot of our intros and stuff were getting cut off. So we stopped doing that, and we allowed a couple minutes for the stream to warm up and boot up before we went ahead and gave our intro and all that stuff. The other reason is because I'm usually, you see me coming into frame each time we start a stream. It's because I'm running over here into the room to come and put the description in for the stream and to promote the stream on the Twitter and all that stuff. Doing the more efficient, the cool, more efficient thing about streaming in here is that the console's right here. I'm like sitting right by my fucking, my computer. I was thinking camera because I'm actually sitting in the way that you see us do our reaction videos in my room. So like that's kind of how I'm sitting right now. But yeah, like right now, I started like a minute into the stream because I was just right here and I put the description in really fast, and all it was just a copy and paste of my stream rules, and I don't know if this is going to stay on the channel or not. Again, it's just a test stream. So, I said I was going to get to Engine, but I kind of want to do like an hour-long stream. Like at least around there, just to see how long the connection can go. Since I'm wired, but as Abdul pointed out, my connection is still technically on the PS4. It's reading it as Wi-Fi still, so that's like we got that insufficient quality warning earlier. But we should be fine for at least this stream. But next time I'll be aware to change the because I only have one. I only own one Ethernet cable that's this long. It's like a 50-foot long cable to reach from the modem in my living room to my PS4 here in the room. I also use this exact same Ethernet cable for my computer. So I'm going to have to probably buy another cable so I can run 2 cables into my room at once. I can keep the PS4 in here, and then have the have that cable running through it, and then another cable running through my my PC. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of more people are coming. Hey, what's up, Jonas? Let's see. I'm gonna catch up on comments real quick. This is the sucky part about not having Vic here, is that he's usually the one who reads comments. So I'll have to like stop. I'll have to do the typical streamer thing and just stop playing for like 5 minutes and just answer comments and stuff. What are we testing? So like I was saying, Roy, like when you stream Die Ninja, yeah, like I was saying, I'm testing both, so it's PS4 streams for now. Well, no, I mean, if I wanted to bring the PS5 in here, I could do that. It's still going to be PS4 and PS5. I'm just testing out to see if I can move the streams from the living room into here. Not just for like a few more privacy reasons, because you're always hearing family conversations in our other streams, but also because I'm next to my computer. It's just a little bit more efficient, and when we do eventually put the face cam in here as well, we can figure out which part of my room I want you guys to see, because it's a typical boys' room right now with a bunch of crap strewn about. So maybe we'll just be sitting on my bed, and we'll be directly facing the TV. I'll have to figure that stuff out, but this is to see if it's still feasible to do a stream like that in here at all, because it's been a long time since I've streamed in here. Well, it's not even super secret, Breeze. I just wanted to, that's the time I wanted you guys to come in, so I could see, how many of you guys were able to come in at an earlier time, and all that stuff, so, like, I wanted to see just how it worked and how it was with people coming in and stuff, so it's not the biggest deal. I mean, if anything, I'll probably just delete this stream. If I want to keep it for whatever reason, then it's whatever. Let's see. Lee. Who else came in? Frederick. The music was crisp. Well, the minecart, what's up? Copy pasting this till you see it. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I already addressed that. If you have an OBS, you can help me as well. Yes, I remember that. I will hit you up at some point. I've been doing fucking recording and editing for the Sparta videos that are coming up for both me and Aaron. So I've been editing 2 Sparta videos at once. I've got the other Bandit cast that's like already settled in, but I haven't done any editing on it yet. There's like a lot I'm doing right now, so like I haven't had the time to like stop. And then I mean, even with Aaron, she only got so far until we were like, okay, this is just it's not really working in the sense that I want it to like. I thought matching her settings would help, but I guess it just depends on the connection and all that stuff. So that's one reason too why I got an Ethernet cable. If the connection is better and the upload speed and download speed are better, and the whatever's per second, millibytes or something per second, I can't remember what it is. If that stuff's better with a wired connection, then once we screw around with the OBS settings again and get them working and the streams fluid and recordings too fluid, because there's a couple computer games on here that I want to play for like vid games. Like we have Friday Night Funkin', and I got the Billy Bust Up demo with the Fantokyo boss fight. Super Mario Flashback, maybe, just because it's Mario and Nintendo might have to stick up their ass about that. But there's a couple things on here that I want to actually record. So recording and streaming. Because if I can do the streaming bit and do that with my capture card and all that nonsense, then at that point, we can then stream fucking anything from my library. Anything NES, SNES, N64, GameCube, Wii U, Switch, PS1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Xbox. I have like all of them. I'm not flexing. I need you guys to realize this right now. I'm not flexing. But I do have like all those consoles. It's over the years, since I was a kid to now, we have all these consoles. all three Xboxes. Well, all 3. I don't have the Series X, but like the one console I don't have of like all the main stuff. But yeah, Xbox Originals, 360, which I bought off my friend Chase. The Xbox One I bought willingly because I wanted to play Super Lucky's Tale. I wanted to play Cuphead and Rare Replay and all that stuff. I wanted to play Banjo. It's not automatic. It might stop your stream as well since it's calibrating to... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'll have to switch that. Dab. Hello. The rules. Okay, so stream rules are in my description. So you can check out the stream rules there. They're pretty simple. We're just here to have a good time. It's usually pretty chill in my streams. Of course, the only thing is please don't ask to be a mod. I usually appoint mods to mutuals first, and then I haven't exactly reached out to other people that are still new. So if you prove to be like a regular and you keep coming to streams and you're just super chill and super cool, and you don't, start fights with people in the chat or anything like that, then like, I don't know, at some point you might find yourself being a mod. Besides that, everything else is pretty chill, so you can just read them in the description. I miss seeing your room. You shouldn't, Roy, because it's a mess right now. I actually got a new bed. Well, I say new. My mom got some queen-size beds, yeah, from some people from her work, and then they came and brought them in, and we got some new mattresses and stuff. So, because though that a queen-size bed in my room would be fucking gigantic, and it would take up a lot of space in my room, I actually opted to take my mom's old bed, which is a full size. Mine was a twin for like the longest time. It held me okay. It was kind of on the small side, sort of. This bed, my mom's bed, it's a full size, or my mom's old bed. It's a full size, and it's way like wider. It's bigger, not by much, but Queen would have been too big, so I didn't take any of the new beds. But I took my mom's old one, and it's been serving me pretty well so far. That was like a very recent, like that was what, fucking 3 or so weeks ago probably, that we did that. So I've had this bed for only a few weeks, You'll probably see the room eventually if we start doing face cam in here with the PS4 and 5 streams. So we'll see what happens with that. No, I know I'm a bit behind on the comments. There were so many that were going through. I'm trying to scroll through and find the ones that I was missing. It's not because we're delayed or anything. I'm just going back to like the earlier comments that I missed because I was just chatterboxing throughout like most of it. Let's see. A weird connection will get things to be fluid and consistent connection-wise, especially with streaming. Wi-Fi streaming is usually not a good idea. That's just what we've been doing for the longest time. It's been serving us okay, but you've seen all the problems and shit that we've had. And with the fact that my mom already has one, like, 50-foot long Ethernet cable running into her room, which is right, like, next to mine. And then I've got an Ethernet cable running through here right now, and I intend to keep one Ethernet cable in here at all times, namely for my PC. And then another one, a third one, which is the second one for me, running through here for consoles. If I want to keep streaming right through the PS4 and 5, then I'm going to need this Ethernet cable. But if we can get streams through the PC running, I can do PS4, PS5, and that stuff without having to go straight through the console. And if I ever want to do that for old time's sake or whatever, and go back into the living room for old time's sake or whatnot, then I can just have that second Ethernet cable for the console. So that's like my thought process on that. It's not like the best plan right now, but I'm like the only one trying to figure this shit out right now, so I'm just like spitballing ideas to myself. You gotta stream more Enter the Dragonfly. Do I really though? Do I have to? Because ugh. Oh, hello. Hey, Aaron. Yeah, I'm doing a little test stream right now. I'm just trying to get all the connection stuff working. I'm actually in my room, so I'm trying to see if we can get the connections stuffs in my room and all that, and see if it's viable for streaming in here again. So far, it's okay. I mean, Abdul did point out to me that I need to switch manually on the PS4 that my connection is wired and not Wi-Fi, because it's still reading it as Wi-Fi, but I have an Ethernet cable running through my PS4, so I hope that doesn't, like, fuck the stream up at any point. I mean, again, it's a test, so I'm glad that he told me that, so that way I know, for the future, switch it over when there's an Ethernet cable plugged right into the console. So, again, this is the rehearsal before the big show. As it were. So I'm just trying to make sure that everything works fine, and you're seeing me, you know, if things can be changed, like, right in the stream, I'll just go ahead and do it. That's why I'm not even playing right now, I'm just reading comments. I'll pick it up in a minute, just give me a sec to catch up on stuff. Cuphead is a hard game, it is. My brother's beaten it, I haven't, so on my personal save, I'm still trying to beat it. On my personal save on the Xbox, so way back when it first came out. Well, not first came out, but when we first got it, which was on Xbox, which is why I bought that console. Let's see. I think it's better if you get a router specific to your room so it's not multiple cables running around. Can you have multiple modems that use the same... Isn't that using up like a fuck ton of, like, something? I don't know, bandwidth or power, electricity, or anything like that? Like, I'm not too entirely sure what's going on with that, because that's been a thought that's crossed through my mind, but I don't know how we can do that. I don't know if to call AT&T or whoever, because that's what we have, to, like, get another, and how much is that going to cost, if that's the case, or whatever, like, I also helped Jordy as well, because he was having issues as well. The streams have been smooth since. Sweet. Yeah, no, I will definitely get back to you on it. But do you have Atari 2600? I want one, but you need like a super old-ass TV to hook it up. The oldest TV we have, which isn't even ours, I got it off of one of our neighbors from across the street, was a CRT, like a big-ass, like, 90s-ass CRT, which is what... It's reminiscent of what we used to have, which was the norm back then. Man, that's crazy. So we've tested that out and it works fine and everything. I've beaten Cuphead twice with friends. Good for you, Roy. I haven't beaten it once yet. Is it actually a modem you're connected to at the moment? Because, but yes, you can, depending on your new router, if it has router mode or not. However, you don't want all that hassle, multiple cables all the way. If you don't want that. Yeah, I mean, I could fit a router in here, probably. I just would have to figure out how that stuff works, how to get another one, like I have to order it or some shit, like from AT&T themselves or something. I mean, because I am paying for the internet bill right now, so like, my mom keeps telling me we should switch over to like Comcast or something else, because not all the time does our internet works for what it needs to do. Like when we're watching videos on YouTube or doing whatever, it works fine enough. But then when it comes to the streaming or it comes to being online on multiple consoles, and remember too, my mom now has a PS4 Pro, so just another console to add to the family. Yeah, it's a lot. So sometimes for some reason, me going live on the PS5 or even just turning the fucking thing on somehow takes my brother's fucking internet when he's playing Overwatch or something in his room. It's really weird. He's come to me and been like, "Bro, what's going on?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he's explained to me, and I'm like, I don't know why that happens." Just get RetroArch, you can play Atari games. I mean, yeah. I mean, again, emulators are really weird on my computer right now. I mean, it would be less hassle to do it through emulator versus getting the console, finding a TV or connections to get it working on, you know, an older TV or whatever. But I tried fucking... Friday Night Funkin' worked fine on my computer last night, but then I tried to play Super Mario Flashback, and it was stuttering to hell. And I wasn't recording it or anything, I was just trying to play it. So I don't know if that's just... That's that game's problems, or if it's my computer, I'm not really sure, but, that's why I haven't played anything on a PC. I'm not a PC gamer. At the same time, I've had this computer. I bought this computer off my friend quite a few years ago. If you remember that period of time right when Destination Mark was starting, well, not starting, but when these kinds of videos, the top fives and the thoughts videos and the crash discussion videos, those rumor videos and whatnot, when all that stuff started, and you realize I was in that one weird room, that was my friend's office, and we called it a little office, quote unquote. It was just this room next to a restaurant that he knows the owner of, and his grandfather owns the chain and all that. But we used that office, and my friend Caleb, we used that office and we recorded a bunch of stuff and we hung out in there. It was like a mini little dev team. It was really cool. I want to strive to that again at some point in the future. But like, I did stuff in there, but it was his computer that I bought off him, and that's what I've had ever since. This computer is his, or was his, and I bought it off him, and I haven't changed it since. So I've been using this for like 5 or so years now at this point. So I think it's time for an upgrade, but finding the computer and doing this and saving up for it, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. And I would rather, how Roy says you should get into PC gaming because it's pretty dope, I would be quicker to play certain games for my channels than to just play for fun. Because if I want to just play for fun, I've got consoles, and my friend Chase has a PS4 now. I can match whoever with consoles. I can play with Wes or with Chase through their PS4s. If Jerry still has his Xbox One, my friend Jerry, not Jeremiah Isaiah, but or even him, I guess, if he wants to. But my friend Jeremiah from over here, if he still has his Xbox One or something, then I can still play with him through that. But I remember one time I tried to play Rocket League with my friends on PC, and it was just stuttering to hell and back. So it's been really crazy on PC. It works sometimes with smaller games, but with the bigger games that are in 3D and everything, it's a problem. What games does your mom play? Right now, I got her super into Immortals Phoenix Rising, so she's playing that at the moment. She likes Spyro, so Aaron would love to hear that. Spyro, fighting games like Tekken or Soul Calibur, more so Tekken. That's about it. I mean, we bought her a DS a long time ago, and she bought this game called Squishy Tanks or something like that. It's a little shooter, kind of weird little cartoon game. But she hasn't played that in like years. That's about it from the top of my head. Yeah, she's not like an avid like with us or anything. Like she tried to get into both The Last of Us and Red Dead with her boyfriend because he has a PS4, but they're like kind of having a little bit of a haggle with it, just trying to get used to the controls and all that stuff. But I think Immortals right now is, I mean, she gets frustrated at Immortals as well, but she still has fun with it. So. Spider-Cast returning with Mark's mom. Oh god. She wouldn't want to do it. Not out of anything because of its, you know, its internet, whatever silliness, but it's just more of a... She isn't like hearing her voice and other stuff like that for the most part. For the most part. Again, you hear in the background of my streams in the living room like a good chunk of the time. But, no, Abdul, I've been trying to get her to do a Mother's Day special on vid games, and she won't do it because she's going to get so self-conscious that we're recording it, even if we can't see her face, with her voice coming through on the mic, like actually sitting next to me and talking into the mic, she's going to be super self-conscious about it, and then she won't really know what to do or say, or she might not talk at all. So, like, I'm trying to get her to kind of ease up on, you know, that, and try to do a Mother's... Because that was last year, and 2019, actually. I was trying to get her to do a Mother's Day special, and she agreed to it at one point, one year, I think it was last year, but then we just didn't get around to doing it. So, I might try again this year. It depends on what she wants to do. So, there might be a Mother's Day special on vid games if she's up for it. PC gaming isn't cheap these days. However, getting a PC will increase your durability and power in your streams, and will allow you to stream in higher quality. Yeah, I'm aware of that. That's why I see a lot of like the bigger streamers and YouTubers, when they stream, it's usually through PC. But then again, they have like the higher end consoles as well, so they can do that. Their streams and setups are just elaborate as fuck, and like they work so well. Because I was always like, I could do a text only Spiralcast with like the Oni's Lord of the Rings thing, where it just has that little soft music in the background. It's just these little text bubbles popping up. Morse code Spiralcast. Well, the thing too is that she actually wouldn't have a lot to say in a Spiralcast, because the funny thing, and this might, oh god, I don't want to like air my mom out like this in a test stream, but like, she hasn't played much of 2 and 3, and she doesn't care for how, she's kind of like me. Now, I wouldn't be so abrupt in saying this, but you can clearly tell, and you'll actually clearly tell my opinions on this stuff when this next Spyro video comes out. But as much as I love the first three games, I prefer Spyro 1's straightforward platforming versus all the missions and mini-games and challenges from 2 and 3, having to talk to NPCs. I'll still do it for Spyro because it's still easy enough to get the hang of and all that stuff, but I don't prefer that type of gameplay myself either. I've been finding it out more and more as I play Spyro 2 and 3, and the fact that I can't get into earlier Zelda games because they enforced that to like a fucking the 10th degree. My mom's the same way, but she's more abrupt. She'll say, I do not like the fact that you have multiple playable characters in Spyro 3. She'll say something like that. But Spyro 1 she's fine with because it's a simple goal, collecting your stuff, saving dragons, get to Nested Nork. And she likes that. She actually was the first of us to almost get to Nested Nork when I was like a little kid. But she never did. She got to him, but she couldn't beat him. So I'm trying to urge her to play Reignited again on her own, now that she has her own console, so she can finally fulfill that 20-odd year-long journey to beat Spyro 1. Pain. I'm sorry. Your mom isn't interested in nerding out with you on there. Well, no, I mean, she has dabbled with the idea. She's dabbled with the idea. I'm gonna keep playing. She's dabbled with the idea, but she also when she talks to me about like life stuff, she'll kind of treat this as like a side thing, like it shouldn't, not that it shouldn't fully matter, but it's like There's stuff I have to set up for life stuff and everything first before like I really focus on this. But like I'm trying to balance the two right now, and that's just a bunch of personal life shit that I don't want to talk about. But so she kind of sees it as just like entertainment, but that's like all it is. Because she's always seeing these bigger YouTubers who do like the stupidest shit, like Game Grumps or something, when they do their skits or whatever for their merch, and they earn money off all this stuff and doing and just playing games and all that. And she goes, "Well, what's their actual job?" And I'm like, "This is their job." And it's not that she there's a doorbell. It's not. Give me a minute. Hold on. B or B? Oh crap! I didn't actually. Speaking of the folks, they're home. Um, yeah, she's always like, "Well, what are their actual jobs?" And I'm like, "Well, I mean, this is their job." And she's like, "Well, you have to have like a financial foundation. Like, where did they start?" And I'm like, "Well, it's different for a lot of them, but this is a viable thing. You can do this online and get paid for it and make a living off it." And it's not like I want to solely be a YouTuber. As we go along with all the projects and stuff I want to do, I want to eventually go from doing YouTube and stuff to like making games and all that. Hello, bro. So far it's okay. Abdul warned me about the connection not automatically changing over into a wired connection, so I have to change that. But besides that, everything else has been pretty solid. I was running across the hall and all that, and now I'm a little tired, a little tuckered out from that. But I mean, we already got her into playing games on her own, on console, with her own console, so like, it'd be funny if we set her up so she could stream shit. She could live stream as well. But I don't want to expose my mom to YouTube in terms of her doing it, even if she was just streaming games, because, oh my god, no. My mom would not be able to handle that. Because especially if trolls came in, oh god, no. Like, ugh, I don't want... First off, I don't want her to be exposed to that, and even if she were to be, I don't think she'd take it very, lightly. She wouldn't... I don't think she would register how to be able to, block them and ignore them. She'd probably like actually engage in like arguments and stuff with them, and we don't need that. Crash 4 is sick. It's sick. I love this game. So that was Vic. Oh, hi, child. I'll do that. Want to read comments for me? Oh, M&M's! Holy shit!
It's actually, the store is still the same. It just hasn't. It's still the same. It just hasn't.
Oh yeah, cause it's not fucking Shell anymore. It's what? Oh yeah, Sinclair's. Sinclair.
Which they have out.
Oh, they did it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Mom was like, cause yeah, there's a Sinclair going down Clovis, where from work. I shouldn't be saying straight names in the stream, but whatever. But that's where we first saw Little Dinosaur. We're like, oh, it's Little Dinosaur.
Don't they dress up the dinosaurs?
Yes.
Like
Yes. They'll probably do it here too, which would be cool.
that'd be cool. I want to.
Netgear's router firmwares are actual literal trash. It cuts off the internet abruptly and annoys me, and that annoys me when it was all during streams. Oh god. What did Vic bring me to eat? Nothing. He brought for me. Oi. Oh shit. She would spill all of your embarrassing childhood stories on the internet. I don't think I have any embarrassing childhood stories. I think I've already told them all. I used to blue skidoo into the grocery store when I was a child. What else did I used to do? I remember one time. This is just not even embarrassing. It's just straight up cringe. I was trying to quote a TMNT thing from my friend, but Raphael says "bitchin'," so I couldn't really cuss at that time, so I just said "female doggin'," and it was like the stupidest bullshit, and it's just still really cringe when I think about it every so often, and I just go, "Wow, I'm stupid." Yeah, shit. I'm not. Don't think I'm too like. Oh, don't say that about me. It's so embarrassing. Not really. I don't think so. I'm cringe. I know. Still cringe now. You ever seen the fucking? You ever listen to the way I tried to sound comedic and silly when I did my but still informative when I tried to do my Did You Know Gaming fan-made video on Pac-Man a long time ago? Yeah. I was just trying out how to like read a script and be really funny as I'm talking, or I don't even know how. That's not even really what I sounded like, but yeah, it was kind of cringe. Wow. Female doggin'. Dude. Totally tubular, dude. Oh, God. I'm a stupid little boy. You must remember this about me. Donk, donk, donk. Yeah, I used to blue skidoo. That's the funniest part. It's not even fucking cringe or embarrassing. It was just funny. I mean, that's something a normal, not like completely weird kid would do, just because of being a kid and silly. You watch too much Blue's Clues, there's a blue skidoo everywhere. Female doggin'. That's a Destination Mark catchphrase. No, it's not. You can say it if you want. Maybe don't, though. Not that me saying don't will stop you, but... See you, Lee. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, we'll be ending off soon. I want to try and at least get to... I mean, since I've been talking for a while, and we're at the 43-minute mark, I'll probably just go until... Probably extended to booty calls or something. Yeah, I was telling you earlier, we do have stream roles in the description. If you just click the description, yeah, we have some rules there. Just look in the description. Oh, man. Destination Mom streams. No thanks. Fix the stupid router in the ground floor that brings up the internet with... Jesus. 20-year-old delayed boss fight. Yeah, exactly. I love this music. Should I do like a top 10, like, or top 5 probably, favorite Crash 4 soundtracks? I don't have a least favorite, actually. I have some that I like, and then some that are my most I like, and then some would be like my most favorite. I don't hate any music in this game. And the fact that they felt the need to give us, for the flashback tapes, the actual original music from Crash 1, 2, and 3 is awesome, and I really wish that Insane could have done that back when BB was still like doing it, like still making it. They just didn't really think ahead about doing that. They thought, okay, this is just a new version of these old games, and they just played that very straight. But then Reignited was like, well, we'll give you the option for just that added nostalgia, which was really cool. And then it's been the norm ever since, especially with mainly with like CTR, which is good. But it's funny because when I do Spyro, when I play Reignited, I have to have the classic music on because Aaron and I have had multiple conversations about this. I can't get into the Reignited soundtrack. It's just, it suffers from the same problems, sort of, that Insane's soundtrack suffers from. Insane went either very bare bones on certain music tracks, and they sound almost nothing, like no personality from the classics. They don't try to rekindle that kind of personality that the classics had. Or they're way too bombastic and have little wacky, weird cartoon sound effects in them, and other subtle background instruments and bits are like way over accentuated, and it just like kills the whole flow of what the original song had going for it. One personal, I think, example of that would probably be Upstream or Up the Creek. It just has, it's way too, first off it's in a different time signature, then it's way too bombastic, and it sounds way too upbeat, and not like super like chill. And also what led to the chillness of the original is the fact that that relaxing feel and like almost ambient feel is just the fact that, which in fact I did use that song, that was on one of my ambient tracks video from a long time ago, is that it was compressed. I think Josh Mansell did release the pre-console mix of that song, in which case it sounds more, the instruments can be heard, the individual instruments can be heard a lot more and all that stuff. But I love how like muffled and kind of just the compression actually works in its favor to make it sound just super chill and ambient. But then Insane's version just adds like all these drums and extra percussion, and it's in a different time signature, so you can't follow the beat as well anymore. I don't even think it's like a, it's not even a normal time signature. I think it's like a 3/4 time signature or something like that. I'm not a musician, I don't know, but it's an odd time signature. It's not even like something you can like tap your foot to or something. But then Spyro's problem is the exact opposite. Whereas Crash went too bombastic, Spyro went too like how do I describe it? How have I described it in the past? Spyro's soundtrack went a little too, I don't know, not bombastic. Like, it's too quiet, too like, well, bare boned. It's okay. You know what? It suffers from the Sunset Vista problem. That's my other go-to example for Crash. For me saying that Crash Insane's soundtrack is too can sometimes get too bare boned. Just listen to fucking listen to Sunset Vista or The Lost City. It's so it is not the same as the original song. It doesn't capture that feel at all. That's what like almost the entirety, almost of Insane's, or sorry, Reignited soundtrack sounds like. And the biggest offender, because I know the song front to back, is the credits theme of Spyro, of the original Spyro. Muted? Uh-oh, what happened? Something got muted? Wait, what? Oh. Spyro. Muted? Nope, I'm not muted. Wait, talking about me? Oh, no, I'm stupid. I'm fucking retarded. Sorry. Don't pay attention to me. Sorry, Aaron. The soundtrack, that's what you were trying to say. The soundtrack sounds more muted, like you're trying to offer the word. Sorry. I thought you were telling me that my audio was muted. I was like, my mic is fine. Sorry. Kind of, yeah. Kind of muted. Kind of, sorry. I was trying to describe the thing. Yeah, muted. Lacking. It's kind of lacking. The percussion is, everything sounds, and I've told you this, Aaron, everything sounds like it was done on a Casio keyboard. Like, it's more so a keyboard than the way Stuart Copeland actually used a keyboard to do the original soundtrack. Just go and look at the whatever programs he had or stuff that he for those instruments. It was the instruments in the program he was using. It sounds like the programs, the instruments are coming straight from the keyboard, those little weird Casio keyboards, when Steven Van Gogh did it. But when Stuart Copeland did it, you can see in that behind-the-scenes video from a long time. It's like a PlayStation Underground interview thing with him. It's like a little behind-the-scenes at Spyro's soundtrack, and you see him, and he's showing how to do certain things and how he achieves certain sounds. But you listen to, because sometimes he'll just play random notes, and you can just hear those instruments, and They're really good instruments. They're strong instruments. They're powerful. They're upbeat with personality. Everything that Vankov has in Reignited just doesn't match that. Not even match the sound, but match the upbeat attitude. And the biggest offender, again, like I said, just go listen to the credits theme from the OG Spyro, any of the original 3 games, because they all share the same credits theme, and then listen to the one in Reignited. It pales in comparison. It's like bad, actually. I would say it's a bad rendition, which is sad to say, but it's like, oh my god, it's just, what happened? Because freaking Copeland even coached Vankov on how to achieve that Spyro-esque sound, and it still didn't help. Like, if they're gonna bring on Stuart Copeland as a consultant, why couldn't they just get him to recompose the music? Because you can make it sound, he could have made it sound more rich and not as compressed, and added more background elements to those tracks to make it feel more rich and bring out the attitude even more, and the atmosphere even more. There's a lot that Copeland could have done, and you can, again, hear that as well. You can tell that it's Stuart Copeland's sound when you listen to Reignited's main menu theme. The original composition, that was from Copeland, and you can hear the Copelandness in it. You can hear that strength, you can hear that percussion, you can hear that attitude that Vankov just missed entirely, for the most part. It's kind of sad. Which is why I'm glad that Beanox, again, if Beanox is doing a new Spyro game, the soundtrack is going to be bitchin', because CTR's soundtrack not only has that power and all that, but it matches the instruments they used to redo CTR's and C&K's soundtracks very closely match what the originals sound like. So it sounds like almost the exact same songs sometimes, but with a richer sound, more modern sound, more clarity in the actual sound when you're hearing it. It's so good. So I actually can't play CTR with the old music on, with the legacy music. I always play with the remastered soundtrack. It's that good. Both Insane and Reignited, in my opinion, suffered from translating the soundtrack over. But that's more so my opinion. If you guys like those soundtracks, that's fine, you know? But, like, I don't think that they match the personality of either of them at all, really. I'm playing that's worse than what they did in Midnight Mountain. Oh my god, yeah. Midnight Mountain, yeah, Aaron, my theme with, like, the credits theme and all that stuff, Aaron has the same feelings towards Midnight Mountain's soundtrack. When you compare both of them, it pales in comparison. How dare they nerf the kazoo in Midnight Mountain? Was it actually a kazoo? The frickin' that sounds more like a synthesizer. A kazoo synthesizer. Yeah, it sounds so it's weird. It's like whew, 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 whew. And it's like, the fuck is that? Like, yeah, it's just really weird. I don't know. I know Aaron probably loves my typical rant-like little stories I go on with my opinions and stuff, but actually it kind of helps when I make videos. That's why I still do it. I still, like, either rant about something I don't like or overpraise something I do. Sometimes if I need to use that for a video, it helps to, like, get those thoughts out, so I can remember what I said, and then I just go back and I can implement that stuff into the script. That's actually what I did with this upcoming Spyro video, so you'll see a lot of opinions on Spyro on like a new game that I've probably already talked about on stream. You'll get a more condensed, clearer, more concise version of that in my video for this upcoming video. I managed to word it way better in the script. And I had to film a lot of footage for that, so. Clifftown is hysterically bad. Yeah, which is sad because Clifftown's one of my favorite levels in Spyro 1. You're just speedrunning this game. No, I'm not. If I was speedrunning, I'd be going really fast. I'd be on Abdul levels of blazing through. You know what? You know what I do? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I do want to do though is I want to do a stream, a proper stream with face cam and everything, probably in the living room, where I go back into my 100% save and I want to try and grab more perfect relics. So I might have a perfect relic run stream planned soon, because I've been wanting to do that for a while. I can't wait to put my video out the same day as yours. We should do that. We should sync them up, actually, because that'd be really funny. Yeah, the one thing, I'm not going to spoil any of our videos, either of our videos, but the one thing I will say is that Erin did kind of proofread my script to get some ideas. So you're going to hear a couple of the same, because we both share the same opinions. She just was having trouble wording her stuff out. So you'll hear through our VO a couple of similarities. I swear I hit spin. In between these two videos, you'll hear a couple similarities. And I'm actually going to be using, reusing footage from my video for hers as well. Not for the entire video, but for where I can get away with it, I'm going to reuse some footage. Because these two videos are quite similar for the most part. Did I do it? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but I glitched it. Oh, fuck. I glitched the glitch. God damn it. Why does this happen? That's what I want to know. Like, I'm up here, but he's still playing. He's not defeated. He's not in his little defeated animation. Well. Haru copied Mark. Okay. Well, that was shit. I've been finding that happens a lot recently. I think they're trying to figure out a way to patch this glitch out, but they just haven't done it yet. Because it's... that glitch and a glitch hasn't happened before. Fuck. So... that's fun. Yo. Actually, I did some digging. I don't want to talk too much about this. I did some digging. So I was curious to see if we could find anything on Beanox somewhere teasing or hinting that whatever they are working on right now might be spy related. And I found a composer who I don't think is the same guy who... I don't remember who did Natural Field's soundtrack. I don't think it's this person. I don't remember their name. I'll have to find that out again because I have it bookmarked somewhere. But they have a really awesome heavy metal feel to their music when you find them like on LinkedIn or whatever, and they talk about what they've done, and you see their personal works. This one dude I found from Beanox, who's working on whatever that they're working on, because he's on the stuff of like projects I've worked on. It's like everything that he's done before, and then it's like, oh, and this new thing that's really cool or whatever. And he has this really nice heavy metal sound to his music. And if that's anything to kind of go by, and how Spyro has a little bit of that in its soundtrack, sort of, if there's a new Spyro thing and this guy does music for it, it's gonna sound pretty bitchin'. I just condensed his longer video into essentially 2 shorter videos. Yeah, it's nothing crazy. Because again, we share the same thoughts. For the most part, so there was a lot that was similar between the 2 videos. Give me kids with candles on their heads with which to hit. Thank you. Thank you. Give me candle kids. Can we call these guys candle kids? Jesus Christ. That was scary. Kaboom. Please don't delete. I'll see what I do. Thanks for stopping by, Roy. I mean, a lot more people are more readily available around this time, because now we're kind of back to what to the views I usually get. But whatever. I think if I'm able to do streams like this, where it's like, okay, I can do solo streams earlier in the day, And then on other stream days, I can have Aaron and Vic with me, how we usually do it later in the afternoon. We can play a lot more games and have a lot more variety, so I might be looking into that. And so far, this has been actually holding up pretty well, so I'm glad this was a pretty good test stream. I remember watching Exo Paradigm Gamers Remake or Rebreak episodes of the Spyro trilogy, and his issues with the reunited music is that it sounds too similar to the original. Too similar? It doesn't really, though. That's the problem. What the hell? Was he listening to the same soundtrack? Did he have retro music on and didn't realize? Because no, they don't. They actually don't. Again, listen to the credits theme of the original, and then listen to the reunited version. They're way different, and one of them sucks. It's really harsh to say, and I'm sorry, I don't want to sound too harsh, but it's like, oh my god, what happened? What actually happened? Ugh. So you would have liked it if they had gotten more creative with the music, since they already had the option to switch to the old music. Well, not even... Well, at that point, it's just original compositions, and it's not really in the remaster spirit, I guess? But I do not agree at all that the reunited version sounds too similar to the original. It does not. They're the same songs, obviously, but they don't sound the same in the slightest. Vankov's is too, because they wanted to hit that ambient feel, which is why when you have the reunited music on, you can have that dynamic effect on. And touches like that are cool. They just couldn't edit the original songs to be able to do that, so I understand they wanted to do it for the reunited music. But the way the instruments are, the percussion, especially the percussion! Stuart Copeland is a drummer! Like, that's why the percussion in the old Spyro soundtracks were just so fucking dope. Because, like, he knew drums and knew just music. Not that Vankov doesn't know music, it's just that he's trying to translate something over. I don't know why it sounds this drastically different, but it's just, it's a whole other feel, but that feel doesn't really fit Spyro. It's not even that the quality of the sound of these instruments or whatever sound bad, it's just that it's not Spyro. Spyro has a very, very specific sound to its music. Its old music with Copeland, very specific feel and sound, very specific. So if you can't hit that specific feel and sound, I mean, and again, if you're not Copeland, that's going to be hard to do, then it's going to be very noticeable, i.e. everything that I'm talking about. But look at, and again, listen to Stuart Copeland's newly composed main menu song for Reignited. That was Copeland, and that sounded very Copeland, and it sounded very Spyro. The same percussion, the same everything. For the most part. I mean, it's a little different, but you can hear that it's Copeland. So I don't understand, I don't understand why they didn't just have Copeland come back and just redo the soundtrack. Unless he was busy, in which case that makes sense, I suppose. Oy. Ooh! Aaron hit 7.7k. Now we both have 300 more to go until 3k and 8k. That's awesome. Hey guys, do us a favor. All the friends you know, all people who are into Crash and Spyro just as much as you guys. I don't do this a lot. I should probably do it a little bit more, just a tiny bit. I guess I'll have to play the YouTube game a little bit. If you like this video, please subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube page. Oh, you know, I don't care. Well, I do care. You know what I mean. I don't like to... I hate playing the YouTube game sometimes, but that's why I don't usually do it. If you like what you see here, don't be afraid to super smash that like button. I can't even do it with a straight face. I can't even mimic it. It's like, ugh. I don't feel it's very me. If I have to do it... Hello, boys. What would you do if a little bandicoot just jumped out of the air right at you and spun you into submission? Oh wait. This is. I used to do that weird little. Like theme with Crash and Coco. More so Crash and Insane. But here you have to do this. You go like this. Every time I'm on a bonus platform, I'll go. Whoa. That camera. Yup, swah. Jesus. I'm a little too ahead of myself. Although that's okay. I'm glad they added, you know, air time, or some people call it coyote time. Wily coyote. It lets you break certain things sometimes. Ooh. No, but okay, no, but seriously, I just kind of trailed off earlier. Yeah, subscribe to me, subscribe to Erin if you haven't already. It's Miharu, and she needs to get to 8K because the 10K is like where you start to get like you just incline from there for the most part. So like 10K, she's super close. I want to hit 5K first and then go to 10K. If I get to 5K, I already said this. I will do a reignited run of Spyro 1 120% sparksless. Just because it's silly, not that it's this huge, crazy undertaking, but it's going to be kind of tough. And I have to do the whole stream. No matter how long it takes me, that stream, I will do 120% sparksless. Even if I die, every time I get sparks back, I'll have to lose them immediately so I can continue on without them. But I think it'll be kind of fun. I want to do more, like, kind of special event streams like that, where it's like, oh, if it's on a dual stream with someone, or it's not a community stream with you guys for like CTR or something, then every so often I want to do one of these little one-off challenge streams. Somebody who, I forgot who it was, and they haven't been in the stream, I don't think, in a while. I don't know if it was Melancholy or somebody else. Someone wanted me to do a crateless run in Crash 1 Insane. I think it was crateless. So if it's possible to do, then I might do that at some point. But 5K, I want to do a sparksless run in Spyro 1 Reignited. And then for 10K and all that onward, I don't know. 10K is going to be a big milestone, so we'll see what we have planned for that. But please get Erin to 10K because she's so close. She's right there. Here's a pretty interesting hot take on the Spyro trilogy, particularly but then I don't really... I don't know. I don't like watching most people's, even some big YouTubers, I don't much care to watch them play or review Insane and Reignited because everyone who freaking talks about Crash and Spyro who didn't grow up with it the way we did usually have these weird ass opinions on them. Not that, and it's not to say that you can't have a weird opinion or a different opinion, it's just the sense that it's always the same. It's the same stuff, or they nitpick really hard on very specific things that don't need to be nitpicked on. Or, if you're the completionist, you like to, I shouldn't be calling people out, but happy 10 years, but he does this fucking thing where like in every Crash video he does, he has to mention, he feels the need to mention, and a lot of other people do this too, it's not just him, he feels the need to mention Crash had a rocky past in the mid to late 2000s, and then it shows fucking footage of Titans, and it's like, oh dear God, really? Really? Do you need... It's 2021. Do you really need to keep telling us that Crash, quote-unquote, had a rocky past and show Titans footage? Plus, is that still people's opinions on Titans and Mind Over Mutant? That, like... 10 plus odd years later, we're still shitting on those games. Like, even when Beanox fucking gave them like hella praise with a bunch of little Easter egg bits here and there. And this game too, because they outright confirmed, Lou Stutter confirmed that the tribal tattoos or patterns on that surfboard in Rude Awakening are in fact Crash's hand tattoos from Titans. Everyone pretty much already knew it, but they came out and confirmed it. So it's like, come on, guys, they're not bad games. At all. A sparkless run of a Spyro game. What about an Aqua-Oculus Crash run? I could do an Aqua-Oculus Crash run. What are you talking about? I mean, an Insane will be a little bit tougher. If we were playing OG Crash 1, the best I've ever done on OG Crash 1, when I was like a kid, I was a little bit younger, before doing YouTube, was I only got killed. I died once in Slippery Climb, and that was it. I had 99 lives. I know the game so well that I know if I don't die as much as possible throughout the first 2 islands, I should get to Sunset Vista with 99 lives. Or get the 99th life in Sunset Vista. That's how much I know Crash 1. And it still works for Insane. But for Insane, because of the hitbox and the jump arc and all that, it's a bit different. So I might die a couple more times in an Insane run like that. But it's not, like, impossible. Seems like any Crash fan who does videos on Crash aren't afraid referring to games. I mean, ugh. I mean, even people like Kid Icarus he thinks that Titans isn't good or whatever, and I'm like, shut up. Hello, child. Don't pop it. Ah! Jesus Christ. Yeah, anyone ever do that with the little tubes of M&Ms? You just pop when they're done. You stop! Fucking leave! Be gone! Twat! Go away! Cunt! Don't point at the cat! You're scare him.
He didn't paw and he looked at it like, what the fuck is that?
He didn't run away? Okay.
No.
Well, because the pop sound might have... I thought it was going to freak him out. Which really sucks. The fuck? What's happening? Which really sucks if you like those games. Maybe even more so when post-underdog games. I mean... Yeah, I don't know. It's whatever. But I think this concludes our test stream. It was really fun. I suppose I can keep this one up. It was pretty funny. Yeah, we'll see what I do with it. But thanks for watching. I'm not going to really do my main spiel if you liked this video. But yeah, no, this was just a test. We will do a proper stream either on Friday or Saturday, and I don't know if I want to do Uncharted or something else. So I'll talk with Erin if she wants to join in, and we'll talk, and we'll see what happens. But I do want to introduce more solo streams again, where I can just vibe out with some games like this, some casual streams, or maybe start a game I haven't played in a long time, and see if we can beat it or whatever. And then hopefully Abdul and I can work, and Aaron and I can work to make my stuff on OBS and my PC work a bit better, so we can eventually, I've been saying this for years now, but it might be happening soon, get to streaming other stuff that's not just PS4 or PS5. I so badly want to do like the OG Spyro games, the OG Crash games again. I want to fucking do the earlier Tekkens. I want to do iNinja again. I was supposed to. We didn't even finish that one. We streamed that a long ass time ago. There's just so much I want to play again. Or more I want to play from our library here. More Mario streams. Stuff like that. So like, yeah. Alright. So we'll see what happens with all that. But until then, thanks for watching. I'm Mark. I'll see you guys later. And take care. And we've got the Spyro streams. Sorry, Spyro videos coming out this week. Hopefully. I'm going to try and like work my ass off on those today and tomorrow. So